This is Sergey from ProperSoft, and today I will show you how to convert a QIF file to QBO format and import into QuickBooks. We will use QIF2QBO converter, and you can download it at propersoft.net. Once downloaded and installed, start QIF2QBO and select a QIF file. The converter shows QIF transaction details like date, amount, payee, memo, check number. Before converting to a QBO file, you have to set QBO parameters. INTU.BID value has to be from allowed bank for your account type. Click the lookup button to locate your bank. Make sure that your bank is allowed for the account type you convert. If you convert for credit card, make sure the credit card is listed under the supports column. If your bank is not listed or does not support the account type you need to convert to, select any other bank like Wells Fargo Bank. You have to verify the account type you converted. Sometimes QIF files have incorrect account type. You have to set account ID. QIF files do not have account ID and QBO files required. Make sure the account ID is digits only. If you convert for multiple accounts, make sure to use different account ID for different accounts. QIF files do not have currency, and currency is required for QBO files. For QuickBooks US edition, you have to use US dollars currency. For QuickBooks Canadian edition, you can use Canadian or US dollars. If you have another currency, you have to use another converter and another format, for example IIF format. Click the Convert button to create a QBO file. You can change the file location or you can change the file name if required. Now we switch to QuickBooks. Make sure to back up your QuickBooks company file before importing any files. Make sure that account you need to import into is disconnected from online services. If you see yellow strike icon in a chart of accounts for the account you need to import in, it means the account is online services connected. You have to edit the account first and deactivate online services. Now we're ready to import a QBO file. Go to File, Utilities, Import, Web Connect File. Select Created QBO file. Select Existing account to import into. Only accounts that are disconnected and have the same account type as your QBO file will be listed here and available to choose. Once selected, click the Continue button to import your QBO file. Once your QBO file is successfully imported, go to Bank Feeds, select your bank label. Again, if you use bank label that is not the same as your bank, so let's say you have Citibank and Citibank is not allowed to import, and you use Wells Fargo label, then you will see Wells Fargo. You should choose Wells Fargo label under Bank Feeds, as this is the label under which your data imported. But data imported into account you choose during QBO import. Click the transaction list button, and Payee from the QBO file are shown under Downloaded As column. If you want to see QBO Memo, click Show Bank Memo checkbox and you will see the Bank Memo. Payee column is empty when you have no matches, and it's usually when you import a QBO file for the first time. But once you choose vendor records for those specific payee names from the QBO file, QuickBooks will learn from your choices, and you don't have to do it for subsequent QBO imports. For the first time, you have to choose vendor records and assigned expense income accounts. Once this is done, you can add transactions to the register. If you notice that it's not imported correctly, you can ignore these transactions. So check transactions will be ignored and essentially deleted. You can come back to QIF2QBO converter and change what is required to change, and then create a new QBO file, and then import new QBO file, and then review it again here, and then add it to the register. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.